We are just going to start off with the Coconut Hibiscus Kids Curl Cream, and we are going to go ahead and rub that all throughout her hair. I did wash and deep condition, and I also detangled a little bit before this session. I am going to section her hair off still, and then I'm going to put this top half up with a little hair tie, and then I'm going to go ahead and start detangling her hair again with a detangling brush. And again, I always work from the bottom and go upwards. Like I said before, I did detangle her hair previously, so this process isn't entirely needed, but because I am going to be doing French braids on her hair, I want to make sure that it is as detangled as possible just to make the process easier, because when I braid, I tend to come across little tangles throughout her hair and her sister's hair. So I try to make sure that I detangle as much as possible before I actually get to the braiding process. And then I'm also going to go ahead and take all of her hair and smooth it back. I am trimming her hair just a little bit. I'm just going to go straight across, nothing too fancy. I try to do trims periodically, really, whenever I feel like their hair is getting hard to detangle, but also just to kind of keep up with the quality of their hair so that when they do get a deeper trim, I don't have to cut as much. And right now I'm just going to go ahead and take my rat tail comb and part her hair down the middle. I always start straight down the middle, and then I typically will part their hair either on the left or the right, just depending on how I'm feeling, or if one of the girls wants their hair parted on another side. I try to part their hair in different styles just so that their hair doesn't get stuck in that part. Now her hair is parted. I'm going to put this right side up, and then I'm going to go ahead and start braiding the left side. I am going to be using the Kiss Colors and Care braiding gel. I like this one just because it has a strong hold for their hair. I don't add a lot of this product into their hair because it can get kind of hard. So, which I know that's the whole point, but I do like their hair to have some type of movement. Their hair is not as coarse as my hair, so I try not to add too many products into their hair because it tends to build up quite a bit. So right now I am just working on braiding her hair. Typically, her head is right up against me whenever I'm braiding her hair, but because we are recording today, I am moving all over the place, and then also I'm trying to make sure that the camera has a good angle so that you all can see what I'm doing. And then we are almost getting down to the bottom, so I am going to detangle just a little bit more, and then I'm going to braid her hair the rest of the way down and just put a rubber band at the end. And now we are going to just do that same thing on the other side. I'm going to make sure that her hair is detangled. I use the braiding gel as well as like an edge control. So I'm going to put that on her edges, and then I will smooth it out with my fingers. And then I also use that rat tail comb just to comb the product through a little bit, because if I don't, the product just kind of sits in one spot and then it's not holding her hair properly. And now I'm going to go ahead and braid her hair just like I did with the left side. When I do French braids in her hair, they typically last about 2 to 3 days before they start looking a little frizzy. So this style will hold for a little while. She is getting better about wearing her bonnet at night, but kids are kids and they love to roll around. So I did have to restart these braids a few times just because of the way I was holding my hands. Like I said before, her head's usually right up against me so that I can get a better grip onto her hair. So I did have to redo this one a couple of times. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you would like to see next. We have been enjoying creating these videos for you all. So if you have any tips, tricks, or comments, maybe concerns, make sure to leave them down below. And let's help each other out so that we can get our hair looking right. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.